Alright, a quick little delivery from Ozpost, and this was on a 40-degree day too, so hopefully this is what I need it to be. It is. This is an OBD tool that will hopefully allow me to both clear oil change flags and also force a regen on a Jeep. My existing tools won't allow that. So this one's a Wi-Fi capable one, which is nifty. So we'll see what's on the CD as well. Hopefully it's some useful software. But yeah, this will be good. We'll work with that. Not much else to show you. Well, I just had a visit from Dead Meat. He's been with the channel from the start as well, donating a nice little cloud switch here, a MikroTik one. It's got some SFP ports as well, so fiber might be an option. And we're going to rip it out of the rack here and do some rearranging. So yeah, many thanks for this donation. Alright, well, my new RGB shelf is installed. I had to remove the other shelves and the blanking plate, but it works. And yes, it's done a bit like an audio rack, not like a data rack, but we will nut things out later on. But yeah, it's working, and very much appreciated to Dead Meat for the this quite generous donation. Definitely going to help, and these SFP ports will probably get used at some point in the future as well. But yes, very happy. Thank you very much. Alright, some deliveries have arrived. We'll go over these in a moment. Just some context. Whilst this says it's 22 degrees here, this is the inside temperature. It's about 35 Celsius outside. Probably a nice balmy temperature for most people, but for me with multiple sclerosis, post Christmas and everything, I'm having a real hard time walking, so you may have to deal with air conditioning noise in the background. So let's get on with what we had today. These have come my way by way of a Christmas present, which was a voucher for my local electronic shop, and I have two DHT22 temperature and humidity sensors. The same one that's driving this little console here, which by the way has channel supporters names in it. Now also we managed to pick up a couple of little micro toggle switches for a project, a CR2032 lithium battery, which will be used for a real-time clock. I have a DC barrel jack, which is 5.5mm by 2.1mm. There is a random receipt in here. These were Christmas presents. These are rivet caps for Victorinox knives. Now, a little while ago I fixed a Victorinox Swiss Flame. I have a second one to try and repair, and I'm going to re-engineer the tank. That's for that one. These are the screwdrivers that go in the corkscrew. That will be replacing one on the one that I repaired. Next up we have some prototype board. This is going to be used for a project that will also utilize this LCD screen. Now this screen is going to be handy because I'm going to mount it in this box with an Arduino and attach both of these along with a couple of other sensors that are currently MIA, maybe not. I'm going to add on these sensors, which I bought some years ago that have been sitting away. I'm going to make myself some sort of a weather station. I was working on a project here, making it work with this display, but it's not quite going to work right, and I managed to burn out the voltage regulator on one of these and had to fix it. So yeah, there'll be some interesting stuff, but this hopefully will go in the AMBO as a 6-wheel drive Land Rover printing ambulance. I call it the AMBO. This hopefully will be some sort of a weather station / reliable clock. Anyway, let's see what else we get, and hopefully it's interesting. Alright, some more deliveries arrived. A Samsung 128 Evo Plus. Needed a slightly faster card for the GoPros. It's nearly midnight and I'm yawning. Some 32 gig micro SD, not micro SD, USB sticks. I keep giving them these away to the police for footage because I've got too many cameras. Used to be able to find the 16 gigs, which are a lot cheaper, and I'd give them away, but 32 seems to be the standard. Something else I also got is a new stream cam, because up until now I've been either using my GoPro Hero 9 or a really junk little camera, a little Chinese camera like that one up in the corner, to do most of my webcam stuff, my live streaming, so this might improve the live stream. Not exactly cheap, but it's Logitech, and I've already got a Logitech keyboard. I'm not really a fan of ecosystems, but I decided to pay some more money into the Logitech ecosystem. So we'll see how this works, and hopefully it's fun. You might see some live streams soon. Anyway, let's see what else shows up. Alright, another delivery has arrived. I have absolutely no idea what this is, and I don't know where it's come from. And it's come from overseas and been brought through like an on-forwarding service. So no idea what it is, and it's too big to be anything I ordered. Maybe it's... I did request a sponsorship a while ago. Well, not so much request. Somebody offered to give me some... Oh, it is Electro. Okay, Electro. This is somebody I actually did... they approached me to see if I wanted to review one of their products. And like about a month and a half ago, they actually agreed to send something through. So this would have been nice when I was working on my weather station kit a little while ago. This is a project I was planning on making with this display, but I thought it was never going to show up. So this is the little, so it's a HMI display, ESP32 5.79 inch, 272 by 792 resolution, driven by SPI. So interesting. So these guys have sent this for free, under the proviso that I do a project with it. Ooh, nice. Nice little ink. This is sort of better quality than I thought. Let's do the peel here. Alright. I will probably reuse this video for the review of this. I won't peel the scratch guard off the top just yet. So we have your standard little pin header, and it looks like laser etched into this piece of acrylic here are some of the I/O pin labels, like the ground, the 3.3 volt, all the IOs and everything like that. So that is nice. This would kind of be nice, e-ink, and we've got what looks like this for power, so it's a USB-C, and there's a looks like to be an SD card slot in there, and something else in here as well. This might have an ESP32 all completely built into it. So I'm going to have to read up on this, on exactly how to drive this, but it will be interesting. Oh, we have an up and a down, a menu and an exit on here. This could be all in one unit. You know what, let's plug this in, see what it does. USB-C. Okay, it's done a little flash. Ah, it does. It's got an ESP32 built into it, and it's got some demonstration stuff. So they put their own ads into it. Oh, and we can navigate through the menu. So this is actually an all-in-one unit. This could be very nice. So let's go through the description here. It'll do this. Okay, so description there, is that it? That's the back arrow. Okay, so how do we drive this? Let's go image. Oh, so it can run images off an SD card, I assume. Can we do a scenario or demo, I think is what they mean. I'm going to have to learn how to drive this, but it looks very promising. This is kind of nice. Oh, we've got boot and reset. Okay, and there's a couple of captive nuts here, I think, to help mounting. I'll check them out in a minute. Got the description here. The button on the back, that's the reboot button. Yep. Okay. So we'll learn how to drive this, but it looks nice. I wonder if it works on the USB off the PC. Let's have a look. If you send me stuff for free, I'm happy to play around with it. So I'm not hearing the sound effect like it's got an active USB driver. That's all right. But SPI, we should be able to drive something to it from there. So I'm going to do some more homework, and we'll be back and see what this does. But this actually arrived, so kind of nice. Anyway, we'll talk to you when other things arrive, and this will also be a combined video we'll use as the intro for the demo video. Alright, we have a belated Christmas present that's come from the my senior advisor here. Apparently it's come from Ukraine, so we're going to see what's in this. I think I have a bit of an idea what this is going to be. Oh, need a little bit more up here. Oh, it's packed well, whatever it is. There's a piece of cardboard in here. Ah, okay. There's everything that's in there. Cool. Ah, this looks like Victronox stuff. There's a couple of kits here. These, I'm going to guess, are Victronox tools. Let's have a look here. Let's see if we can open these up here. So, we appear to have 2 sets in 2 different colours. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know why I'm bothering to open this up so carefully, but the dexterity is not going to allow that, so let's just do this. Alright, so we have, so they give us a black toothpick, there you go, and a piece of sticky tape. We've got the steel or stainless steel dressmaker's pin, although I've got some of them, and spare sets of tweezers. Now I was hoping to get tweezers that have measurement scales on them, but these will still work. I need to go and find myself a 91mm Victronox tool. Alright, so this one's my daily carry. Let's compare here. So I have in this one, I have one of these Firefly Pyro Steels in here, but let's just see that these fit. They do. Okay, oh that's the tweezers, that's the wrong hole for tweezers. That's the toothpick hole. Okay, so that's handy. That's good. Now in handmade Victronox knives, the dressmaker's pin goes in behind here, so I already have one in there. I usually magnetize them, which I have a little magnetizer which works, but I mean just any old magnet will work, but this magnetizer works well here. The reason I do that is if I happen to be out the bush and I'm really desperately stuck, I can poke it through a leaf or something and float it on a little bit of water in a cup and it'll behave like a compass. So we've got 2 sets here. Let's open the red set and have a quick little look and see what we've got. See what this one looks like, if we can get it out. We're going to zip the end off this one and see if we can pop them out that way. So it's the same kit here, just in red. And this is the lanyard to hang on to the end. Now I've been doing this with Dyneema rope, but I'm thinking that might actually be better. We'll see how we go. I did fix a Swiss, a Cyber Tool, no, what was it? A Swiss Flame, Camp Flame. Fixed one the other day, and I have parts to make a second one. I just have to re-engineer the tank. So we will be probably using these bits for that. So this is what we got here. So many thanks to the senior advisor for these ones. We will certainly make use of them. And these ones actually, these must be the genuine ones. They have the, in fact this might be. Let's have a look at the package over here. Yep, this is actually, it's shipped from Ukraine, but it's shipped direct from Victronox. So these are the genuine parts. So all the better. So we'll see how we go. But yes, we'll see you all and see what else shows up next. Now we're in the field for this delivery and I'm dropping it, but it was some USB-C earbuds. I very traditionally have stopped listening to music since my brain lesions, but I do need to do some talking, and we're in the 4-wheel drive Land Rover, which is, well, it's a soft top, and you can see here, and it's incredibly noisy in here, so to be able to have a conversation while I drive, I need something like this. I could have gone Bluetooth, but I want to use these to record, and there's a lot of apps that will work with a direct USB connection but not Bluetooth, so this might serve 2 purposes. Anyway, that was the last of my Christmas vouchers, so interesting stuff. Alright, we've just had a delivery from a mate of mine, Adam. It's a 42-inch TV. It's too big to do on the desk, so we're doing it in the entry hall, so excuse the mess. But the Apprentice's TV has finally given up the ghost after about 15 years of fixing it, so this will be a timely replacement. For reference, this is the old one, and we have to translate the LED strips to the back of it, but we'll do that later. Anyway, it'll be interesting. Yep, hit the copper pad, not the solder.
Oh,
there you go.
a perfect one.
Yep, not too bad. You've got a fair bit of solder on that, so it may bridge over, but we'll work with it. Alright, so channel supported dead meat has been on the deliveries again. He sent me something interesting here, which the postie just showed up and threw at my front door and then walked away. So different postie to the one we normally get. I think his total time to stop here was like 10 seconds, if that. Let's see what we got here. We'll rip this out of the package here. We've got this one. Got another package with a barcode on here, so we need to address the barcode off camera before we can show you. Well, the way they put barcodes on everything, it's a bit hard to unpack things without it being identifiable. So we've got this thing in here, which I think I know what this is going to be. So let's have a look. We have, yep, I think these are SFP units. Let's have a look. Oh, he ordered a few of them. Okay, so these appear to be 4 SFP adapters. That'll be interesting. Yep, SFP plus SR, 10 gigabit. Good for 300 meters. Okay, we're going 10 gigabit backbone, obviously. Let's see if we can get into this package without damaging the contents with a little tiny razor blade here, or a scalpel blade. Yep, here we go. This looks to be fiber. Yep, here we go. Pre-terminated fiber cables. This is going to be interesting stuff. I'm going to have fun dragging this under the house now. So these are, yep, patch cord, 2mm by 30 meters. Alright, so 2 30-meter lengths of fiber. This is going to be interesting. We'll have 10 gigabit fiber backbone in the house. That'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure it's a case of these are pre-terminated. Pull the plug out and plug them in, and that'll be about it. So we will install those into the rack mount, which the units and switches and stuff that have been recently donated were also dead meat as well. So we'll see how he goes. Might even get him down here to help string some fiber. We'll see what happens. Anyway, these are going to sit here for a couple of days because I'm about to head away, and we'll see what else shows up. But many thanks yet again for the donation. We've got some more deliveries that have arrived. Thanks to Dead Meat, we are doing some fibre optic installs. So we got ourselves some junction boxes, some brushed cable entries that allow cable to poke through the brush and look neat, and some plaster hangers. We've got 2 of them brush entries. We've got a receipt there, and whatever's in this. I wonder what this is. Could this be the $1 worth of microphones that I ordered many months ago and never arrived? Let me have a look. Well, it's a little package like that you expect to get from China. I'm glad that wasn't my finger there. It is. It's my packet of electric condenser mics. So cool, I have some spare ones. These will be good when I want to make extra microphones, which I probably will when I want to do some more streaming with Streamlabs. Okay, we'll see what else shows up. Alright, some more deliveries arrived. We've got 2 of these TRRS headphone microphone combination adapters. They go with the laptop I've got. Hopefully they will be good for streaming. We have some microphone cable because I'm going to make some microphones. We have a couple of plugs for that, and the DHT10 sensor or 11 sensor that I drowned. I've got a new one. Alright, another delivery. Been to oncology again, and along with a trip to oncology, that affords me the opportunity to shop at Officeworks. Now I found this webcam for very cheap. This is like 25 bucks or something around about that. Aussie dollar dues, of course. Now I know I bought another Logitech webcam just recently, but I'm looking at doing a couple of different angles for live stream. I figured this one might be a suitable candidate to be modified to hide underneath the 6-wheel drive, to look at the drivetrain and stuff as we drive around. Let's fold up the sharp knife and get it out of the way. Let's see if we can get this apart. Yep, and this looks pretty much as I'd expect. It's a cheap webcam, and it'll probably give a cheap webcam look, but this is not the primary look we're looking for. Now this is supposedly a 1080p full HD, as opposed to the one that was $5 cheaper that was a 720p. Either way, we probably won't be using full 1080p of this, or it'll be compressed into the corner of another screen. This might work well. I do have a Microsoft HD 3000 that I set in resin many years ago to use as part of a trail cam project. and it gives appreciably appropriate pictures, which are not good. So hopefully this is a little bit better. Let's plug this in and see what kind of picture it gives us. Actually, I thought I was going to have to modify the housing on this. Oh, this has a switch on it too. But this might actually just clip on underneath the six-wheeler pretty well. My plan was really with this to basically make its own little water-resistant housing. I may still do that. But what's the little switch on the back do? Oh, the lights are on or off. Okay, so lights on it might actually be a good idea. That, for what I want to use it for, this might actually work really well. Okay, configuring this with Streamlabs, it is actually giving them 1080p resolution. I'm kind of shocked at that. And in the grand scale of things, on my desktop setup with Streamlabs, not the worst webcam ever. Like the HD 3000 that's set in resin is a bit foggy, but yeah, this one, not too bad. So this is the new one we've got here. So yeah, I've seen worse. I'm going to turn the main lights off here, and we're going to turn this on and see how it actually works with that. So yeah, it does look like it's going to be a bit sort of washed out, but that might work for what I want it to. So actually a bit of a win for the money. I've just had a 20 kilogram delivery from EnviroFluid. So these guys are still looking after us. Okay, we've had another delivery, and this one's from a long time channel supporter, Dead Meat. At least I guess. It's who's it from again? It's from Duck's Tail, I guess. The same bloke, he donated a whole big rack mount micro tick router, or sorry, network switch, managed switch. Worth quite a bit actually. So yeah, we're trying a different camera angle today to help with this because this was just too close quarters to deal with. So we're gonna slash our packet along the side here. I was warned that stuff might mysteriously show up, and this certainly did. I didn't know what to expect or what was going to happen. So the problem when these people find out what your address is, I do need to get a PO box. That's something I really do need to do one day. So there's a nice, okay, I thought this was going to be one item. There is actually two items, and they're taped down very well. Let's see what we've got. So it's micro tick and cloud switch series. I think I remember having a conversation about these. Okay, so these are micro tick switches, and these have a DC input between 12 to 50. Oh, he's been smart. Okay, so I have further down in my house, for context, I have a whole bunch of networking gear up here. One end of it is there's no mains power available. It's only off a solar battery bank. And so this thing can take between 12 and 57 volts. It's obviously got a really good regulator in it. So I can plug that straight in there instead of having to modify the little the other little routers I've got. I think I've got little Cisco routers I've modified with a 12 volt regulator in them. So, okay, so we've got that. And these have SFP ports. Oh, that might make fiber backbone an option. And it's got 10 gigabit. Well, that's going to be interesting. Not that I have anything that will go that fast. We've got a set of screws. We have a bracket, a mounting bracket. That surprisingly might be useful. And we've got power supply here, which will be less useful. I think these are two of the same. Let's have a look. What have we got? All right, two of the same. So this is... These people, when they get disposable income, I never quite know how to accept donations like this. But this is a decent one. He'll be laughing watching this too, I'm sure. He was laughing when he told me to expect stuff. So anyway, we'll see how we go with this. I'm going to put all this back in the box for now. This one might very easily be installed during the day, but I might do a video on this. It is currently summer, and at the time of receipt, when this goes onto the donations loop, I don't know. But during the summer, I tend to do all like the house fix-it jobs and not so much the vehicle stuff because it's just too hot for me outside. So this will have a very positive impact in how the videos get produced and everything as well. It will increase the throughput to my file server and all the rest. So we'll see how we go. And I will get off a network map to this guy. We'll collaborate. He's very good with networking. We actually trained in the same institution at one point, but he went down the network administration route. I went down the hardware route and a whole bunch of other stuff. So he knows better than me. We'll negotiate. But yes, a much appreciated donation, and it will absolutely get used. So, all right, we'll see what else shows up.